This video reveals my simple 3-step process for getting more views on your YouTube channel based on my wife and my results from us driving over 48 million views here on YouTube with a couple of channels that have combined over 550,000 subscribers. So the first step is to come up with the right topic, something that your people are interested in, something that your audience is searching for, or trend jacking something that's hot right here and now. So there's actually 3 ways that I come up with topics on my video. Number 1 is keyword research. We're going to jump on the computer. I'm going to show you what I mean here in a second. Number 2 is writing a trend, something that you've seen on social that a lot of people in your audience are talking about it. This means it's top of mind for a lot of people, and you can usually ride that wave of momentum with a well-timed video. I will show you an example here in a moment. And then number 3 is to go spy on your competitors and go do what their best performing videos are. So let's jump on the computer and look at how you would accomplish all 3 of these tasks. So this is on my channel right here, and I just want you to know that I do have additional YouTube trainings. This is just on my main channel page. Please do subscribe. But right here, when you scroll down, the YouTube Starter Kit, this is the best beginners getting started guide. And this 100% free YouTube marketing course, this is the equivalent of a $997 course. This is a deep dive algorithm study that will take you as deep as you want to go down the rabbit hole of what works. And it's all free right here on YouTube for you. So first thing, let's show you how to find someone's best performing videos. So you go to their channel, you click on videos, and then you sort by the most popular. And what you get is ultimately, these are the most popular videos. So you can see my most popular video ever with almost 700,000 views is a step-by-step affiliate marketing video. You could see this is a Google Trends video, some Facebook ad stuff, etc. What you want to look for on these video lists when you're sorting by everyone's most popular is the newer ones. So the fact that this video is 3 years old, whereas my other ones are 6 and 7 and 6 years old, means that this topic trended faster, meaning it gave me more views in a shorter period of time. So if you wanted to rip off some of my ideas and go for it, I would say this video that's 3 years old, this video that's 5 years old, this video that's 3 years old, and this video that's 3 years old would be the ones you would want to target. And if you see in your competitors' databases, if you see they have videos that are 1 year and 2 years old, and those are some of their best performing videos, those are the videos you want to go after. But what about keyword research? Because I'm a search engine optimization fan and I do use SEO. So my most recent video, we'll dive into the analytics on here soon, is about this recent Google update that has slapped a bunch of niche site blogs around. So I went into my keyword research tool that I prefer to use, and I put in a bunch of different keyword phrases. Google update, Google core update, Google algorithm update, helpful content update, and I can see clear as day that Google update is the #1 phrase. So when I created my video, I focused it on Google update, because if I rank well for Google update, that means I'm going to get a higher search volume. And how well did it do? Well, when we go over to Google and we search Google update, you can see my video is right here on top of the videos block. And this page, as we know, gets 54,000 searches per month based on this data set right here, which is up 15% per month. So I am using YouTube videos to rank my videos on Google is my #1 choice. And that video also ranks on YouTube in their search engine as well. And it also pulls most of its views from the browse and the other ways that the YouTube algorithm works. But we'll get to those pieces here. The first part, I just want you to really get clear on the 3 different ways that you can choose topics that will help you get more views. Number 1 is keyword research for SEO optimized videos. Number 2 is reverse engineering what worked really well for your competitors. And then number 3 is writing a trend, which I mashed all 3 of those things up together on my most recent video. And it's a very, very well performing video that's going to continue to bring more people into my world, into my channel here soon. Number 2, the second step in the process. Once you know your video's topic, then it's time to move on to actually creating the content itself. And there's a few keys here if you want to create content that keeps your viewers engaged. And that's what YouTube is really looking at. So the #1 thing that you need to have is some sort of a unique hook, a unique angle, or potentially even a surprise that you're going to reveal inside of that video. Now, YouTube is monitoring a couple of key data points: how many people stick around for the first 30 seconds of your video, and then what the percentage is. So this is the view through rate, and it's the percentage of the video, but it's also the average number of minutes watched on your video. So how many people watch the first 30 seconds, and then how far into the video do most people watch on average? So you need to create content that works in this manner, meaning you need to hook people in to watching your whole video in the first 30 seconds, and then you need to relatively quickly deliver on your promise and help those people get what they want. And the key here is to not waffle on and not go down too many tangents. Personally, I don't really like editing, so I just do everything as efficiently as possible in one take, with a focus on not waffling on and being relevant, on point, on target, and moving forward quickly through my ideas. To accomplish this, I write all of my notes on one little index card that keeps me focused and keeps me on track. Other people allow themselves to waffle a little bit more, and then they'll use editing, and they'll cut in some B-roll, and they'll maybe use 2 cameras, but they'll use editing in order to tighten up that content so it doesn't linger on, to help more people make it through more of the video. Okay, so when you create a new video, it needs to have a big promise. It needs to have a unique hook. It needs to have something that's going to stop them from thinking about clicking back in the first 30 seconds. You're going to need to really hook them into watching your video, and then you got to deliver on the goods relatively efficiently to increase that average time duration of watching. So what does this look like when it works? Let's go into the analytics of my most recent video that we're talking about here, the Google update video. And you can see this gray bar is my average video performance, and this video is performing well above average. Why? Well, once it gets clicked on, we can scroll down on, this is just on the analytics tab for the video, you can see that an above average number of people are watching at the 30-second mark. The fact that YouTube puts this data point right here on the videos analytics page, on the first video analytics page, tells you how important this is for a metric from YouTube's perspective. So that means I nailed it. I got to the point. People are watching the first 30 seconds, and then they also show the average view duration and the average percent watched or average percent viewed right there. If you want to go deeper, you can look into the reach and the impression click-through rate. We're going to talk about that in step number 3. But really, it's in the engagement. And you can see here that the average view duration at 6 minutes and 52 seconds is actually 2 and almost 3 minutes higher than my average, and which gave me a greater overall view time, which is what this metric is showing here. So what this means is on the first 30 seconds, I really delivered. I nailed on something. I'm talking about a topic in a way, in a new, unique way that really got them to think, I'm going to watch this video. And then I didn't waffle on too much. They actually stuck around and watched drastically higher amounts of this video. And what's the result of that? The result of that is YouTube showing my video on the browse feature more often. And you can see external right here. That's actually generally Google search. So between the YouTube algorithm suggesting this video and the YouTube search, I'm getting about 65% of my views. I published great content that works within the parameters that YouTube wants to see. And now YouTube and Google, their algorithms go to work for me while I start thinking about my next great video idea. But there is one last step that we need to do, okay? So step 1 was choosing the right topic. Step number 2 is creating the kinds of videos and hooking people into your videos that actually get them to watch the first 30 seconds and a long duration of the video. Number 3 is your on-page optimization. And I really break this out into 2 main factors. Number 1 is your title and your thumbnail. So when YouTube shows your video, or when Google shows your video, the only content that you have is your thumbnail and the title itself. And if those don't stop the user from scrolling, stop the user from looking around at the dozens of other videos that show up around that, you're not going to get the click. And if you don't get the click, that means YouTube's going to stop showing you as often. But when you have a high click-through rate percentage, I'll show you this in a minute, where to find it in your YouTube channel, know that YouTube and Google both take that as an example of, aha, when we, YouTube algorithm, Google algorithm, display 10 videos that are potential for someone, most of the people click on this thumbnail and title combination. Therefore, we as an algorithm should show this one higher and higher. So geeking out on your titles and your thumbnails is probably the #1 thing that you can do. Now, if you're new, you really just want to observe what's working in your world, what's working in your niche, and then you want to find ways to add a positive, unique spin. Don't just go copy what everyone else is doing, because you're going to look exactly like everyone else. You want to observe what's working for other people and find a way to do a positive spin on top of that. And then I just highly recommend that you study copywriting, study persuasion. You're going to need to know how to use words that emotionally trigger people to take actions. And these are in your titles. And the cool part is, when you get good at writing good YouTube titles, you'll also get better at writing good email subject lines. You'll get better at writing better headlines for your product offers. Everything in your business works better as you really learn, study, and honor the art of persuasion. And there's a free ebook that I have for you that is called the 1-Sentence Persuasion Course. I will put the link to that in the description below. I'm also going to link to several helpful videos. But right now, let's go look at how this looks inside the analytics. So I'm on the analytics of that video. And when I click on the reach, you can see the impressions click-through rate here. So what this means is YouTube, because all of these YouTube data are really only showing YouTube data only. YouTube has shown my video 55.4 thousand times in the first couple of days, and I'm getting about a 5.4% click-through rate. Now, this is actually below average, to be perfectly honest with you. So what I should go in and do is set up a split test to test my thumbnail or my title, and you can see I've gotten 6,100 views from this, which is more than usual. So to me, right now, it would be risky for me to change this. I have promoted this video on social. Many people have seen this thumbnail in different areas. So it would be potentially risky for me to do a split test. But if I wanted to split test this, what I could do is I could use this same image. I could make me a little bit smaller, and I could put some text up top, like hurt by the algo update or new algo update ? I could start to use text on this thumbnail to see what will work. Well, how would I figure out what that is? Let me go actually search my keyword to see what's working best on YouTube. One sec. So all I've done here is I've searched Google update for which is my main keyword phrase, right? This is what I want to rank for. And now I'm just looking at what's going on. And as my man, WP Eagle, he's had me on his podcast before. He's great. This is actually a really good video. So I see him and then a couple of other gurus and then some emails. So what am I thinking he's doing here? Well, he's visually showing that Google is destroying these SEOs. He's showing other people you might know in the industry. He's trying to leverage the clout that's been gained by these other SEOs here, and he's promising to tell you that this Google core update is destroying SEOs. Now, fear and negativity work in marketing. As you can see here, March update bloodbath. Okay, so we're seeing a big analytics graph looking down and then the update bloodbath. So one of the things I could do is I could go put an analytics graph showing the traffic dropping way down, and I could test that against my current thumbnail to see how it works. This is an ad, so I'm going to ignore this. So Indexy right here, Jackie Chow, he is just using a screenshot from his video itself, so there's no text. Nathan Gotch here has got some fire in the background. He's got a little tweet. So these are ways I can think of, like, okay, so I could add either a tweet that says AI party is over. I can add a graph to mine, or I don't know what this is, like emails or something, what's going on, but I could maybe show some other people who are in pain from this. So that's what I could do if I wanted to run a split test on my thumbnail. And then to manage that, I actually use a tool called TubeBuddy. I'm an affiliate for TubeBuddy. You do need to be on their legend level, I believe, to get the A/B split testing up and running here, which I use all of the frickin' time. But if you're a new creator, they do have a very simple keyword research tool and some very helpful tools for you to grow a new channel. Please do use my affiliate link. I do appreciate that. It gives me a little commission and you pay the exact same price. But if you're a new channel, I think you can get their basic level for like $5, and it will help you grow your channel faster than that. The last thing I didn't mention, when you're using SEO as your main strategy, you do want to get the keyword in the title, and you also want to get the keyword in the description. This is basic search engine optimization, which I have taught for years. It's the same stuff you would want to do on a blog to SEO optimize a blog. But remember, the big promise that you make in the title, the big attention capturing image that you use on your thumbnail, that's really the bulk of your click-through rate. And if you have a good click-through rate, you're going to get a lot more views. If you have a rubbish click-through rate, you're not going to see as many views, and the algorithm will stop giving you impressions over time. So it's a really, really important key on your path. So let's sum it up one more time. You got to choose the right topic. You got to create captivating videos that get users to watch a high percentage and a high duration of those videos. And then when you publish that video, the on-page has to be dialed. You got to have the right thumbnail, the right title. When you get all three of those things working, the algorithms will go work for you. You'll get homepage views from YouTube. You'll get browse feature views from YouTube. You'll get search engine views from YouTube, and you won't be needing to do all that hustle and grind work to get people to watch your videos. You stay focused on creating great videos that people want to watch and that they watch lots of, and the algorithms will reward you from there. I hope this video has been helpful. Remember, I do have multiple other YouTube deep dive trainings to go even deeper than this to help you build a channel, to help you grow your subscriber count. But let's be real, here on YouTube, the name of the game is creating great videos that people watch to the end. And if you watched this to the end, put a 1% in the comments so I know you're one of the 1%ers who make it through and you follow through on that which you begin. Because most people, my friend, they don't follow through and they don't take any action. But you might be one of those 1%ers, and I want to salute you if you are in the comments. I thank you very much for your time today, and I look forward to connecting with you on my next helpful video that comes out here once a week on Mondays. Cheers. Catch you on the next vid.